Hi, welcome to S the Throne channel. I'm Lorraine Oduor. I hope everyone is keeping safe wherever they are by washing our hands as often as possible, wearing our masks and gloves at any given time whenever we are in public, not forgetting to sneeze under your elbow or using a tissue paper. Well, have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If not, please hit on the subscribe button below here. Just hit it. Press to hapo. Just press it. Yes. Because the internet has made us feel connected through various platforms. And so we get connected through YouTube channel today. And so Zoom has made it also easier for us. So today we're gonna get to know one of us, how she lives and everything concerning her. We're gonna do it through Zoom, but then of course we're getting connected also on YouTube as well. So I'm just trying to wait for her. She's joining shortly. Okay, let me just look for her. Oh, there we go. Admit. There we go. Joining. Yay!
I hope I'm not on mute.
No, you're not. I can hear you.
Hi, that took long. Sorry.
Sorry about that too. I tried to make the other one, but then it was not going through. So I had to create another one.
Yeah, that was not working.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? How's everything?
Good.
Welcome to S to the Throne.
Well, thanks. Let's see if you're able to do this without my toddler coming in and out. She just walked in before I logged in.
Oh.
Yeah.
No problem. She might give us a great company as well. We don't mind. We love kids. So I've just introduced everyone. We are expecting you. We are just waiting for you to connect. And
okay.
He is already. We're gonna get to know Herina Achieng Aries. I hope that's the right pronunciation, right?
Yeah, Aries. Like the star sign.
Wow. Okay. So it's Herina Achieng Aries.
Yes.
And she's a philanthropist. She's a YouTube creator, and we'll get to know more about Herina in a short while as we go on with everything. So Herina, feel at home.
Thank you.
And you're an heiress officially, heiress to the throne of God. Yeah, so just let us know who is Herina and where are you based currently and what are you up to?
Okay, my name is Herina Achieng Aries, like you had, and I'm 40.
Wow.
I'm a mom. Yes, I'm 40. I'm a mom of two girls, a 14-year-old and a 5-year-old. She just turned 5.
Okay.
So, who am I? Oh, that's one of the most difficult questions. You get asked that during interviews.
Yeah, so we leave the aspect of job interviews aside. More of social, yeah.
That's usually one of the most difficult questions to answer. Anyway, I'm a mother, like you just heard. I'm a philanthropist. I love giving and getting involved in anything that deals with just generally meeting people at their points of need. And right now, I am currently based in Scotland, UK.
Okay.
I just recently relocated here about 7 or 8 months ago. So I'm fairly new here. So I'm just settling in. I'm in the process of settling in here before, of course, everything else happened. But here we are. So in a nutshell, that is who I am.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Herina. And they say life begins at 40. So you've just started it. You're yet to live it to the fullest now.
Probably, but I guess I have fairly lived a very full life. So
no,
I've enjoyed.
The best is now starting.
Forget I'm 40. Yes,
the best is now starting. So better brave.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
absolutely.
Concerning relocating to Scotland, and how are you settling in, and how is it in Scotland with this everything that's going on in the whole world, movement wise, and maybe like purchasing items, things like that, like freedom of walking. You still on lockdown or?
So about my experience relocating, I relocated to Scotland on a spouse visa because my husband is Scottish. So this is where he was born and this is his home.
Yes.
Previously, I was living in Nairobi, born in Kisumu, but lived in Nairobi for a very long time since my first job, which was in my early 20s. So settling in Scotland, well, I got here right in the middle of winter. And
freezing cold.
I have traveled. Yes, it was cold. I've traveled before to so many other places, but it was cold. I was not prepared for that kind of cold. So, but then again, when I came here, I think attitude plays a whole role in settling pretty much anywhere, regardless of the weather.
Yeah.
Because I said to myself that this is where home is now.
Yes.
I'm not getting the Kenyan weather here. It can't be shipped in a box. So this is what we're going to be dealing with, darling. My little one.
Hey, hello.
And I'm dealing with these nails.
Yes.
Wow. What's your name?
My name is Zuri.
Nice to know you, Zuri.
I'll help you go buy marshmallows for camping.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Zuri.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Asante. So that's Zuri, my 5-year-old. She talks. So settling in Scotland, I came in the middle of winter and adjusting to the different weather from Kenyan weather, 24 hours summer.
Yeah.
So again, I guess that was pretty much based on my mindset when I got here. I said, this is home. This is home for now. So I can choose to cry about it and mourn about the cold every day, and that will just make it more difficult for me and the children. Or I can, I can choose to say that it is what it is. It is cold. I've never been this cold, but this is what has been presented to me. So I can also choose to see it in terms of a new experience, a new opportunity to learn something different and to see the world from a different point of view. So that was pretty much me settling in. What I can say is that from what I think, I don't know, but the experience has made me learn that maybe it's easier for people to relocate when they're younger. I think so, but not necessarily. Because then I think you are in a different frame of mind. You can easily adjust, But at my age, when you get used to being in a certain place for too long, then it can affect your process of adjusting. But we are here and we are managing. So about Scotland, the people are very friendly, very nice people. I'm told that one of the most warm people in the UK, I think. They're very friendly. So far, I have not had any experiences of extremes like racism. People will generally say hello. Where I live, it's about an hour from the city center. So I'm the only African I see here. Like in a very long time, I don't get to see Africans as such. When you see them, you're like, wow. But I don't feel it because people don't show that to me. Like, they're
Yeah.
just nice people. They're not bad people. They're good people. They'll say hello. They'll smile at you. They will help you. You know, when you go to the supermarket, people will, you know, people want to help you.
Yeah, yeah.
So lockdown, when it comes to lockdown, yeah, we're still on lockdown. I know the other places in the UK have eased a bit, but I'm in Scotland. I know in England, some of the shops are now open. People are moving around more. But Scotland chose to still pretty much play safe. And we've been here. We've been indoors, but I think it's been fairly, I can't say easy, but not as, you don't feel contained. Because in all that time, we were allowed, I think, 1 exercise per day, so you could walk out and come back in.
Okay.
And you could walk, if you have pets, you could walk your dog. You could still go to the supermarkets, but people are really observing the 2 meters distance. They're good at that. Like, you will not find people piling on top of each other. Plus, there are marks, there are indicators on the floors that say 2 meters, 2 meters. It's easy to follow. In terms of the supermarkets, products were lacking for some time. Some still are because of the, I think, European Union. The UK relies on the other European countries in terms of food exports.
Okay.
Like, I pretty much eat my Kenyan food most of the time, my ugali and my sukuma here.
But then how do you get them?
The packets, yes.
Really?
There's one ugali I get from there's an African market. We have a lot of African markets here, supermarkets.
Okay.
But just a small supermarket. You know, like those Indian dukas we used to have in Kenya?
Yes.
Like the dukas, spice shop. So it's just a small supermarket they have a butcher and they have most of the things you will need from Africa. The blue bands, the roikos, the unga ugali.
So I guess you don't miss Kenyan food that much then.
Not that much. But some things I'm still trying to find, like tilapia, but they're there. So African supermarkets were still opened and they help a lot because I didn't bring much when I was coming here. I didn't bring any food.
Okay.
So like I was saying, most of the stuff are imported from the rest of Europe. Like simple things like a bag of sukuma wiki written, you know, produced in Spain. So when this happened, it affected import.
Okay.
Like things like spaghetti come from Italy. And like, you know, flour, wheat flour, chapati flour, and things like that were lacking in the supermarket.
Yeah.
So that was tricky. Even simple things like rice, but were easily available on Amazon on the other hand.
So you can purchase them from there.
You can purchase from Amazon.
Okay.
But the supermarkets, a lot of products were missing. Those first days, I think people were shopping. People were panic shopping. You know, a lot of panic shopping.
They didn't know what
it eased them.
Yes.
They were scared. You know, here people are. You know, in Kenya, even though we want to panic buy, most of us live from hand to mouth in Kenya. Survival. By 15th, your salary is gone. You're just waiting for end month.
End month.
Yeah.
So, Herina, good to know about that and keeping us posted on what's happening in Scotland. And maybe also, if you can just share with us a little bit. Growing up, did you ever know you'd ever fly to Scotland, not even live alone Europe, to Scotland? Did you ever, like, it appear to you like you'd ever fly out of Kenya or, let's say, Kisumu for that matter?
So growing up, like I said, I grew up in Kisumu in a family of 5. My parents were not rich, but they were working. My mom was a nurse, just retired, and my dad worked in the education office in Kisumu. I always wanted to travel. I was a reader, so I read a lot of books, small novels. There were these Nancy Drews and Famous Fives.
Yes.
And I watched lots of TV, so I always saw myself traveling. It was part of my plan. I didn't know how I was going to travel, but I always knew that I will travel. So that was it. So as I grew up, you know, by the grace of God, opportunities presented themselves. So then I ended up going to a few places. Some of the places I went to because when I was working,
yes,
I got an opportunity to visit like Dubai or South Africa through a job. And then some of the places, like the very first places I traveled to was like in the US.
Okay.
And other places, a few places that I traveled to. So it was always part of a dream. And with time, you know, with years, the dream finally manifested itself.
Yes.
Scotland, I never thought of Scotland. My mind was mostly in London. Like I always wanted to go to London. So before I met my husband, I traveled to London some years back, 2012. I didn't even know about Glasgow. I knew about Scotland, of course, but I'd never heard of Glasgow, funnily enough, in all my travels. So yeah, so when I met him,
yes,
that's when I learned that Glasgow is in Scotland. Then I ended up coming here. But I knew before I left Kenya, you know, things were really hard.
Yes.
For 5 years, I was jobless. I didn't have a job. Economy just kept getting worse. So for me, in my mind, I knew that the only way that this was going to work is if only I could get out of Kenya.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why we go away from home, we love Kenya, but the only reason why we are here is opportunities.
Yes,
we
true.
know, at least, yeah, at the end of the day, you sleep when you're not too worried because you know that the opportunities will be there. It doesn't matter what they are. Like,
yes,
you know that if you want to clean whatever, if you want to do cleaning or if you want to be a caregiver, taking care of the elderly,
yes,
those jobs will always be there. As long as you don't choose, you
yes,
know, you sleep easy knowing that kama ni kubaya, I will go to work and get some. But in Kenya, you know, if it's not there, it's not there. Unless you're a business-minded person.
Yeah.
But even in business, it's a bit
tricky.
So that's the difference. It's a difference. So the reason for relocation was I always knew that here I stood a chance for opportunities.
Yes.
And my children also stood a chance to get, you know, access to free education and good health, free healthcare systems. Those opportunity for growth, regardless of what my middle name was. Nobody cares if I'm Achieng here, you know. So
yeah.
That is it. Yeah.
Wow. It's so nice to get to know that. And then I know you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
I'm going to pin it down there so that everyone can also click on it and subscribe, possibly also to see what's going on Mama Watoro channel. Maybe you can just let us know what you deal with there and what's the name. Yes.
So my YouTube channel, like you've heard, is called Mama Watoro. I could have easily gone for Mama Watoto, but I just like the swing to Mama Watoro, the mawengs on it. And I'm a mom. I've always loved being a mom. I always wanted to be a mom from when I was very young. I used to play with the dolls and babysit. So I'm grateful. You know, God made me a mom because out of everything I've done in my life, that is, for me, it's like a calling.
Yes.
So it just felt natural that my YouTube channel would be called Mama Watoro because I'm not only a mother to my children, I believe I'm a mother to many people out there, many people that have encountered in my life, young people.
Yes.
And like you heard, some of the things that I do is philanthropy. So I've taken a few people through high school and university. I've lived with a few people, you know, so I'm a mama to many. So that was why my YouTube channel is called Mama Watoro. In my YouTube channel, what I do is I try to do something different. Initially, it was supposed to be, it's called Mama Watoro Talks. So I felt the need to be able to come and sit down and just have, you know, honest raw talks about topics that affect us day to day.
Yes.
You know, things that people go through based on some of the experiences that I've gone through in my past. You know, now I'm in a place where, as you heard, I'm 40, and I believe I've gathered a few experiences from bad friendships,
of course,
losing my jobs, to failed relationships, to, you know, my journey towards Christianity and a lot of other things, just general things that affect us from the heart. So that is what I talk about on my YouTube channel. Once in a while, I will be giving a snippet of my life in Scotland, but I don't want the basis to be on my family life or my children.
Okay.
Just to show people just a little bit of what Scotland is about when I travel or when I go to like the African markets, because I believe some people can benefit from it.
Yes.
I didn't see any African YouTubers in Scotland who are talking about moving to Scotland or life in Scotland.
Yes.
So it's taken me 7 months to find out some of these things. So I'm hoping that if you're watching me, you'd love to probably one day relocate to Scotland. It's a beautiful place.
Definitely. But
Reminds me of Dala.
It doesn't have to be green. Scotland. Like I believe at a certain point, everyone would want to relocate somewhere, you know? Yes. And the tips
wherever
you give
you
them.
Want to relocate in the world.
Yes.
So my YouTube channel will just give you snippets on how to fit in and what to look out for, and how to look out for your local food or your small comfort, things that can make you comfortable and happy when you're in a new country.
Yes.
As well as just talk, have honest chats about things that affect us from our heart and learn and grow from experiences.
Wow. That's great, Herina. Lots of people right now, because basically the world right now revolves around internet. So you find like those days, people used to go to, let's say Scotland where you are, or even abroad, any country. But then getting to know what really happens in those places was really hard. And again, you couldn't see. And again, like coming out from a lady like you is an African and Kenyan born and from Kisumu, trust me, that lady or a person in the village, when they get to watch it through YouTube, they know then definitely everything is possible, So for more, please guys, for more of Scotland things and getting to know Mama Watoro, please visit our YouTube channel. It's called Mama Watoro Talk, right?
Yes, it's called Mama Watoro Talks.
Yes, and then also maybe you'd like to share with us your social media. You're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, anywhere. How can you find you?
I'm on Facebook, still Mama Watoro Talks on Facebook. My personal Facebook page is Herina Achieng Aries, but I post personal things about family, so mostly I don't accept friend requests from people I don't know, but you can follow me on Facebook. Most times I'll post general things that are open to the public. So if there are things that concern like people, general talks, things from the heart, then they will be open. So you'll be able to see from Herina Achieng Aries, or just go on Mama Watoro on Facebook. It's my page there. Instagram, the same, Mama Watoro Talks. And on Twitter, sometimes I post on Twitter as well, Mama Watoro Talks, the same name too. So that's it.
Thank you for sharing that. And maybe if I can just take you back a little bit in the philanthropist part, is it you deal mostly with Kenyans, or also it's applicable abroad? Because I believe also there must be some Kenyans or possibly Africans or anyone else who might be needing something in Scotland. It doesn't mean that everyone is like well off there and
Yeah, so mostly right now, since I got here, I've not done so much. But again, with philanthropy, it doesn't matter. Like sometimes people are in need, and if it's genuine need, then they need your help. And if you're in a position to help, then I would not dismiss them based on location. So it's worldwide. Wherever I go, it will come with me. And another thing is I also give advice. We can just talk. So if you need advice, it's nothing that involves, money or issues like that.
Yes.
I also assist a lot of people who ask questions about, relocating or visa applications. I take them step by step through the visa application processes. So it does not have to be, like I said, monetary. So sometimes people just need information.
Yes.
Because I know that a lot of people who will not give you that information for one reason or another.
Very true.
So if you just need to find out, things, then I'm open to that. Like I've helped a lot of people with their visa applications, and some I don't even know them. So I don't know most of them. Some have been successful. They've come here or they've gone to other places. So sometimes if you just need to talk, if you need to ask for genuine advice or some wisdom from an older lady, then we can always talk. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Maybe you can share with us a little bit about maybe that relocation part, and maybe if someone wants to relocate to Scotland specifically, you can touch with us on that, or maybe you can cover it.
So if somebody wants to relocate to Scotland in the UK, for me, like I said, I got here through a spouse visa. So that means I had a partner. My husband is from the UK. Or my boyfriend was from the UK. So then, since he's a British citizen, I had to apply for the spouse visa, which took a couple of months, but it's a very straightforward process.
Yes.
And that worked. So if you're dating somebody who's from the UK and you need help with your spouse visa or any advice regarding your visa, then I'll be in a position because I've gone through that. If you want to relocate through other means, I'm also sure what the availability is for scholarships, but I do know that they have scholarships. The main university here is called the University of Glasgow. So the University of Glasgow, if you just go through their pages, I see scholarships as well.
Okay.
So, these things work because like I said here, people will not give you something based on, Kenya, it's kujuana. It's who you know, it's your name.
Okay.
But here, don't be shy to apply. Some of these things, if you qualify, even if it's a small college, go through the internet. Most of the time, the information is on the internet. Go to their university pages. Check. If there's any scholarship opportunities, you can always apply. In terms of jobs, I know there's a lot of job opportunity for nurses.
Okay.
Mostly the medical field. So when I was applying for my spouse visa, I remember meeting a Kenyan lady who had applied to the UK for a nursing job, and she had got it, and she was processing her visa as well.
Okay.
So if you're a nurse, then there are opportunities like those. But right now with this COVID, I think everything is a bit slow. But those are some of the opportunities that you can look out for. If you're single and still dating, then I don't know. Different things have worked for different people. So I don't know how to advise people, but I know people who got here through they met their people through dating sites. So and they ended up applying for their visas and they got here. If your relationship is genuine, it's very straightforward. It takes 3 months for you to get here after you're married. So that's also another option. But of course, with dating sites, you have to be careful. You have to know how to discern who is genuine. But above all, prayer.
Yes.
God is the one who brings wisdom, and He's the only one who can direct your path. He's the only one who can remove that layer from your eyes and show you some of the things that were not obvious to you.
Yes.
Become more obvious when you take it to God in prayer. So can't underestimate the power of praying about it. God will open ways that you've never thought about. People come in different ways.
Very true. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's about it. So I am here today, and it's proof that anyone can come here. So like I told you, part of my growing up was in Kisumu, but I moved to the village when I was in Form 1, in 16. My family moved to the village. So I'm not a city girl. Part of my growing was in the village. I stayed in the village up until I was 20.
Okay.
But I'm here today, so that's proof that it can work for anyone. It can work for anyone. Just keep looking for the opportunities. Your time will come.
Thank you so much. And maybe if we're winding up, maybe you can talk to someone there in the village having that experience yourself, and with where you are at the moment. What can you tell that person in the village?
Don't be in a hurry. because when you're in a hurry and you're too hungry to get out of the village, then it is easy for people to take advantage of you. Because, you know, back in the village, we are not exposed to a lot of things, so we can have this, you know, innocence. We are very innocent. We have that innocent mentality with us. So take your time. Try and remain exposed. The power of the internet today is, it's not like Kitambo when we were in the village, we don't have a radio, there was no electricity, we were not, don't have access to TV.
Yes.
Right now, the internet can help you, you know, keep your eyes open. Because I know even the people who are applying for visas, like as of today, somebody's asking me a question. Some things are on the internet. I want to help somebody, but some things are pretty obvious. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Don't be in a hurry to leave the village. When you leave the village, have a plan. Don't be too greedy. Don't be hungry to make money. Because, you know, when you do things the right way, that's another important thing. Yes. Be honest. When you're honest, however small you get, that is what is yours. Yes. And when your time comes, your time will come. Don't be impatient. Don't feel like it's taking too long. When your time comes, God is the one who gives us He gives us the go ahead, and He gives us the right time to do our things. He's never late.
True.
So
True.
Keep on working on your small projects. When you do small things with all your heart and you put all your passion and all your energy in it, yes, you will grow. Because what I always tell myself, I've been in a managerial position, I've been in big jobs, but right now I'm not afraid to start from scrubbing the floor. Because I know that when I start by scrubbing the floor, I'll do it so well that
yes,
kidogo you get your promotion as you go. You don't start up here. Just start small down there and do it perfectly.
Yes.
Because you never know who is watching.
True.
One of the people around you might expose you to an opportunity you never thought possible.
Very true.
And that is
very
how you
true.
end up in some of these places.
Very true.
Just take it easy. Yeah. Remember God. Don't be in a hurry. Ladies, don't leave the guys alone. Don't be too busy with the men. You will lose focus. Guys, don't be in a hurry with the ladies. Don't end up spoiling somebody's future because you're not patient. You couldn't wait. Take your time. Take your time. Work on yourself. Work on your dreams. Work on the small job that you have. Perfect it. And just know that, you know, what I always say again is that everybody who is living in this country, they're human beings. And the millions and millions of Kenyans who've gone on the aeroplanes and travel abroad, they're human beings like you.
Yes.
So if Achieng can get here, why would it not happen to you? You and me are human beings. So millions of Kenyans in the diaspora, you'll definitely be one of them. There's nothing unique about them or us that, you know, we all have the same story. We all have the same backgrounds.
Yes.
You know, grew up in simple backgrounds, you will get there. Pole pole too.
Wow, that was a great advice, Herina, Mama Watoro. Thank you so much for your time today. And I so much appreciate. If you're interested in connecting with Herina Achieng, please feel free to reach out on, you can find her on Facebook, Mama Watoro Talks, or on YouTube, Mama Watoro Talks. But please let it be something serious. Don't go there joking. Yes,
Yes.
Some just come with some, you know, yes, not jokes. But if you want to talk as well, because as you can see, she's gifted in giving advice and just talking to someone. If you don't have anyone to talk to, feel free to reach her always on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm very sure she'll always get back to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Herina, for today. And
have
a lovely day. Regards to your kids.
You too have a very lovely day.
Yes,
thank you for inviting me on this forum. I wish everybody the best.
Thank you
and
so
have a
much.
good one. Keep safe.
Thank you. Keep safe too. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that was great talk, advice. I'm telling you guys. That's why If you've not subscribed yet, please hit on the subscribe buttons. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Yet, great things are yet to be unleashed through Heirs to the Throne channel. And I hope wherever you are also that don't forget to stay safe, wash your hands frequently. Whenever you're going out in public, don't forget your mask or your gloves, put them on. If you have to sneeze, please sneeze under your elbow or on a tissue paper. I hope what we've discussed today is going to be of great help to you. And like she has said, Herina Achieng Aries is a Kenyan-born lady, grew up in the village, and right now she's based in Scotland. That is Glasgow. Okay. Yes. And she has a YouTube channel called Mama Watoro Talks, where she just gets to share everything that's happening in Scotland, and whatever that comes up to her mind, she shares it openly there. So feel free to go subscribe to her channel, and even just follow her on Facebook as well. It's still under Mama Watoro Talks. She's a great asset, I can say, to the current world, because getting someone to share with you information on how to go abroad or even how to relocate to other places, it's very hard. Getting such people, it's hard. So if she could make it there, then she's telling us that everyone else can make it to whichever place they'd love to. Don't be in a hurry again. Don't rush things, and along the way, you have to come back to, again, point zero. Hope you have a great time. Until next time, have a wonderful evening, day, night, depending on whichever part of the world you are in. Bye. And don't forget, please, to subscribe to our YouTube channel.